Right, well, I'm hoping this is the correct link, because if it isn't, then I've been promoting the wrong place. And that would be a bit embarrassing. Not seeing it popping up on my YouTube channel. That's very weird. That's very, very weird. Well, here's Ray. Ah, here we go.
Hello, hello.
Hello, Ray.
Always, I know one says VIP coming in.
Well, I was in the wrong place apparently. So I've I went live, but I just did I just pressed the live button. I didn't go into our preset show. So I was talking away there, mate, as if I was doing a separate show. But we're in the right place now. That's all that matters.
All right, and we are live now.
We are live. So
What's going on? I see Elma, Codex, Ninja Guy. What's
yeah,
going on, guys?
yeah, we got all our friends with us, my friend.
Hello, how you
Which is
doing?
I am good. How are you?
Man, I'm doing great. I just stopped to get me some coffee. I
Yeah,
was
me
up
too.
last night playing Rainbow Six Siege.
As you do.
Yeah, 2
That's
hours.
become your kind of de facto game, mate, hasn't it?
I love first person shooters. I've always loved
Yeah,
first person shooter games. And then to play multiplayer and play with friends. Now, when you try and go on and find people, you can't
yep.
find nobody. So it's really great
Oh,
to play
because of
with
the
some people.
times that you play.
Well, you know what? I take that back. You can
Yeah,
actually play with the PC guys. But I like playing with my Stadia people too.
yeah, and I played some Destiny yesterday, some Iron Banner on PC.
Hmm.
Mate, I couldn't get a kill. I mean, I'd stand up, I'd get shot down again. I'd stand up, I'd get shot down again. So I went back to console.
You have to like crawl. You got to find crawl spaces. You got to
Yeah, I know. There's
punch
all that
holes in
stuff.
walls.
There's much more to it than me just wandering around hoping that someone's going to walk in front of my gun and allow me to take the time to shoot them. But
Wow.
I was just saying to our lovely chat before in the wrong show that I ended up in that I've spent the morning over at the esports course at our local college. Remember, I was very kindly, generously invited to be an ambassador
Nice.
which is the first. It's the first esports course from a college of further education. They're called in the UK. So you kind of have school,
Hmm.
and then you have college or sixth form, so you can stay in the school but just do a higher year. And then after that, you get the necessary qualifications to go to university. That's kind of how it works
Nice.
over here.
Nice.
So Exeter Colleges, I mean, they've got 6 or 7 thousand students. It's a massive organisation, but they're the first one in the UK to offer an esports course on the management of with the business of esports, I guess,
That's great.
marketing and being an agent and
Hmm.
just running the business and everything. And the setup, Ray, was amazing. I mean, just this huge room with
Hmm.
just all these glowing PCs. Have all got 3070 cards and these amazing keyboards, Lenovo keyboards with a clickety
Wow.
click click. Just really brilliant setup. So that was awesome. I got to play on some stuff, and they do Rainbow and Rocket
Do that.
League. Their team, I think they've got about 3 or 4 teams, and they've been winning championships on Rocket League.
Well, I would love, I think that's what I want to do with my son. I want to take him to an event after COVID, when all this COVID
Yeah,
is
we're
settled
getting
down.
there. We're getting
But I
there.
would love to take him to a stadium where we can watch people, in a tournament. And I know he
Yeah.
loves Fortnite. I know he would love to see like a Fortnite tournament. So, but
No, oh, well, it's definitely the way things are going, and they're talking about getting big arenas set up.
well, I mean, they've done that. So for them
Yeah,
to
yeah.
start the first in the UK where you're at, I think
I
it's
know
it's
it's
great.
it's. They even said the same thing. It's like you talk to people outside
Mhm.
of the bubble, and for them it's kind of something they've heard about, but they don't realize just how massive it is. And we know, you and I, we've talked about it in the past. There are the
Mhm.
the, the, the traditional sports cable channels now that are doing esports.
Yeah.
There's big money rolling out, and it won't be long until, I mean, people like Dr. Disrespect, who is
Hmm.
obviously a champion level gamer, but he
Hmm.
has a personality. And
Right.
those are the people that are really going to
Yeah.
come through, aren't they?
Yeah.
The kind of the Muhammad Ali's of
Yeah.
esports. That's what we're looking
Yeah.
for.
Watch. They're gonna have an e-draft,
Yeah,
esport game draft. Then we'll
it's going to
have,
happen.
they'll have like a market, and they'll have all these
Yeah,
players, and you can go and try and bid on them or try and
yeah.
get them over. Yeah. Yeah.
That's
Future
going to be
looks.
good. It's going to be good.
Future.
Should we say hi to some of the folks? I don't know if
Yeah.
did
Yeah. They're
Aaron
talking along.
did Aaron say he was going to be a little late, or I
You
didn't I
know
didn't
what?
see.
Let me check.
Didn't see his message, but we have got some. We've got the creme de la creme
Yeah, we
already
did.
in the chat, my friend. Look, we've got Ninja Guy, Dave Codex, Emma, bless you, Emma, Dismal Gaming, Unitrix, to give you his proper name, Ninja Guy, Ewan, I won. We were playing Destiny at the weekend. He saved my bacon. We've got Streamlabs, they're always popping in. Loki, how are you, my friend? Thank you for the very kind words on the old vocal cords. Stadia Pro Gaming, William. Well, we had a cracking show the
What's
other
going
day
on,
on the old
William?
retro. And
Yeah, we did.
Krampus, Stadia Krampus, my true Rokk VIP. Love you so much. Thank you so much, my friend, for popping in. Some absolute ace. No, I loved being on retro. It was the first show I've been invited onto for a long time. And it's just nice to not have to control the knobs and the buttons and,
Nah, man.
have a
Dig
laugh.
up, try and dig into your brain and dig up the past, and
Yeah.
and you know.
No, it's so good. We talked about it today when I was down at the college. They've got this is true. The UK's only Apple Mac museum.
Oh wow.
So they've got all the kit that's ever been
Hmm.
produced by Apple, all the computer equipment.
Wow.
Well, they've got that until the end of September on display, and then they're bringing in a retro gaming display. So I'm going to have to get down there and do a live broadcast or something for you guys.
Wow. We got a arcade place. I think I want to take my son. It's downtown, and it's just old art. It's pinball machines and old
Okay.
arcade machines. And because my son never experienced that, man. Like, I mean, there's a couple of times. Thank you, Lee.
Thank
Love
you,
you, Lee.
Lee.
Thank
You're
you.
amazing, friend. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, he really hasn't really experienced pinball machines and arcades. He has, but not the older ones
Yeah,
that
the
I
really old
experienced.
stuff.
Yeah.
So let me just show you before our other chums turn up. Let me, if I can, just show you the where are we? Let's pull it up on here. Some of the photos from this thing where I was this morning.
Yeah,
Just
let's
kind
get a
of
look at that.
point out what was going on. Let's have a look. Muhammad Ali, by the way, my all-time hero.
I got his autograph right over here. I got a picture with his autograph.
There has never been anybody, no other sportsman in the history of sports like that man. I mean, not only could he talk the talk, but boy, could he walk the walk. I went to a game. I went to a fight once where he was, and that was amazing. Everybody just stood up, and the hairs on the back of your neck. Whoa. So let me just pull this up.
I got to see Mike Tyson.
Oh, I saw him knock 10 bells out of Frank Bruno.
But that was not in boxing. It was wrestling. I was
really?
there was a group called DMX. It was Triple H, Shawn Michaels, China, and they were fighting, and they came into the crowd, and I was like, oh my god, it's Tyson going at it, and that's when they were fighting with Stone Cold Steve Austin. But that's another show. Holy crap! What the hell is that?
So look at me here.
What the hell?
This thing. Well, I mean, just to put this into context, they have a lab. They have a lab with this bizarre kit in it, and it isn't part of the course, but it kind of is. So it's where they kind of bring all the real future stuff in. So this is like you wear the Oculus and you go on this contraption, and you use your kind of, well, your core muscles really to move you
Right.
around on this
Right.
gyroscope. And you can see on the screen behind, you're flying around the Alps.
Right.
That was something else. I mean, I just kept hitting the ground. I was, I couldn't get it sussed.
Man,
That was
that
amazing, but it isn't part of the course. I mean, what they're doing is they're testing out new kit, and then there was this thing. It's a
wow.
scorpion chair.
Yeah.
Now I was hoping that this would actually move in it with the game. I thought, how cool would that be? But it doesn't. You can manually
No.
adjust it and stuff, but it's a static. It's got one of those amazing Samsung 49-inch wraparound screens.
Look at the legs. I'm looking at the legs.
I
And
know.
my wife, there's no way in hell my wife would let me bring that in the house.
And look at the view through that window as well. That's looking out onto down towards the centre of my hometown.
That
And
is
then
amazing.
this was the atrium of the whole. So this whole building is tech, and they've got the esports here and that Apple Mac museum and
Wow.
all kind of tech stuff. It's really future forward.
Wow,
looking.
look at those.
And then they've got, I mean, this is just, you can see, what can you see here? Half a dozen screens. The whole room was full of these.
Right.
So 144 hertz monitors, proper shiny keys on the keyboards, the ones you pop out and everything, gaming mice, and then these 3070 cards. And they were saying they wanted 3090s, but they can't get hold of them because of the whole Bitcoin thing, the mining. But yeah, it's Super Day. A really great bunch. So I'll be doing a lot more stuff with them. I'll be organizing some events. I'll be doing some comparing as well.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was awesome. Great bunch.
Well, I'm glad you had a good time, man, and I think you'd make a great ambassador and a role model.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. Now, I don't know where our friends are, so should we just go live anyway?
Do they know it's Tuesday?
I don't know, mate. I don't know. But it's okay. Right. We've done this show on our own before. We can do it again.
You sure can. Yeah.
I'm going to roll VT, as they say.
All right. Not a problem. And I'm going to take a sip of my coffee.
You have a sip of coffee, and I'll run VT. And we're officially back, Raymond. How are you, my friend?
Oh man, I'm doing great. My wife took the day off. She's like, I'm washing my hair. Okay, all right, I'm gonna be in here.
Oh, hello.
Doing the show. She laughed at the picture of you, me, John, and Vet. And she looked at me and she's like, "Oh my God,"
What, the thumbnail for YouTube?
Yeah, she's cracking up.
I adjusted it slightly this week. Did you notice, Ray? I dropped you down. So
no, I didn't notice. I
just put you a little bit down. I thought we've got to be more true to life here.
Guys, I'm short. I am a short person.
But you don't have to sit in a chair short, do you? What the heck?
I'm short.
Just because, that don't mean nothing. Well, it's Tuesday, folks, and for the last, I think I'm kind of trying to think what our batting average is, Ray, but we don't have a great success in getting This Week on Stadia to launch at the time that they always used to launch with our show, do we?
I think they didn't do the last one because Xbox had their event.
That's true.
I think they just waited, but I mean, they did surprise us with some stealth drops.
Yeah,
and
they did. Yes. Yeah. You wanted it. You've been screaming for it. Yeah. It's been the one game you've wanted, and they dropped it.
Hey, look who's in the chat. He said, since you asked, because he told him, hey, I don't see you on our show hardly ever. So
oh, bless him.
Duncan.
Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate that. Well, mate, I do come to yours. So, I mean, you show me yours, I'll show you mine. It worked for us when we were 5.
Wow.
It's great to see you. We've got some amazing folk in the chat. Ray,
Yeah, we
as
do.
always.
Clive, love Clive. I
We've
watched
got,
his show. His
yeah,
show is
Clive always
awesome.
comes in. Thank you so much, Clive.
Cloud
And
Gaming
obviously
Dad.
Duncan is cool. Cloud Gaming Dad dropped a £2 chat. Thank you so much, my friend, just before we went live. And Stadia Mania, another one of probably my longest lasting member. That sounds odd, doesn't it? I had a member once and it fell off.
Dude, you know what? He got me in a game that I thought I would never ever play, and he got me in the Football Manager.
Yes.
And I love being a general manager for a football team. So, and we got the Stadia Football Draft League today. So I'm actually picking against Ved. I'm picking against Kevin and some other Stadia players, and Ryzak in a football league today.
Yeah, but he's poor old Lee. He's been keen on the very latest Football Manager coming to Stadia, and it ain't looking likely at the moment, is it? Let's be honest.
Man, you know what? They might. Hey, it might be a stealth drop in 2022. You never know how they kind of
know.
They'll bring a game from. I noticed they've been bringing games from the past and putting them on, but one of the games was a stealth drop, and that was no, it wasn't a stealth drop. Darksiders.
Yes, well, it was
Dark Riders.
We didn't know it was coming, did we? We didn't.
No, we did. We did know Dark Riders was coming. We didn't know
Darksiders.
Legends of Keepers came. Yeah. I didn't know that was coming, and I love that game. Love that game.
No, do you know, now I've got my character in Destiny up to the highest level without kind of doing the really, really hard stuff in Destiny. So I feel like I can take a seat now and pick up on some of the pro games that I've been missing out on.
Claim your games. I noticed you don't claim. There was a few games you didn't claim.
Oh no, listen, I have been. Hang on, let me take you to my.
Let me see.
Streets of London. I haven't got. Hang on, I'm going to get it up. This is. Dooby-doo. I've claimed them all now. You'll be really proud, Ray. They've all been claimed.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it's true. Well, I could show you this screen, but there's nothing to see just yet. But we're only a minute or two away.
Yeah.
And Clive thinks we're definitely going to get something today. So let me just...
I can tell you what it's going to be.
Is it called Calamari Squidosity or something?
Well, you know what? They just got rated for Stadia, but I don't think... I think we're gonna hear something with Animal Royale.
Oh, okay. Well, that was what you were hoping for on the first.
Yeah, I was Ark
instead,
which Ark has a little controversy, but I've Megatron X. I joined her tribe, and Jim, Meg, Crow. We got a little hut with some storages in it. We trained some dinosaurs.
Did you deposit something in Meg's tent?
Yeah, I did. I had. She had some berries, and I dropped a little something inside the hut. You hear a little.
Look at this, mate. Look at this. Up. Every single one of them.
Thank you. Yeah.
See, every single one. So, I've got a few that I need.
It's not like you're taking up hard drive space.
I know. I was just so focused on getting my character up to level on Dynasty. And my character Joan Collins was having none of it. So on Dynasty,
I have never had a platform where I had 160 games that I didn't have to download. I could just click and just play. So I love. I mean, you got to know it is.
And to be fair, I mean, I'm not much of a collector. We were talking on Retro Review about. Do you collect stuff, Rokk? Do you collect games? And the truth is, I don't collect anything. I've never been into the collecting mentality. So even games, I don't tend to, if I play them once, I'm hardly ever going to play them again. So it's the way it goes. Unless, of course, it's a game that it's designed to be replayed.
My wife called me a hoarder.
A what?
I am a game
hoarder. Very dare she.
Hoarder. I have... Man, it's embarrassing, but I have a pile of games over here, and
how many have you got?
I don't.
Physical games.
I've never honestly counted them, but Rokk, I used to just go into. There was like this store called Rasputin's, and in the back they had all their old retro games. and I used to just go in there and buy games. I used to go to flea markets. I used to go to yard sales, and I would just come up on, and I would just, they would have like, give me the whole box of games. I don't want one. I want it all.
Yeah.
So, and this is something I want to pass down to my son.
And have you kept them, or do you tend to just, move them on?
Well, hey, I got some sealed games that I've never opened.
So graded? Have you graded them?
Hey, you know what? I'm thinking about maybe I should. Hell, man, make some money on it. People stupid enough to buy a $2 million damn game.
We talked about this on at the weekend with William and Stadia Pro Gaming, which actually was a fascinating story. Clive, if you haven't looked at the background to Water and Heritage Auctions, go and watch the retro game show. What's it called? Retro Review. That we were on Sunday, I think it is.
Retro Rewind.
Sorry, mate.
It's all good.
Yeah, blame it on age. And we did. There was a brilliant piece on this, and I think it'd be a great thing to cover off in one of your Monday night shows. Not directly involved with Stadia, to be true, but it's a fascinating story, and your legal background, I think, could bring a lot to that. So that was an awesome one. We ain't getting one at 5 here, mate, by the look of things. I have been refreshing.
Wait a minute. Come on.
Because I always go to the same place, and everybody else seems to see one that I don't.
Well, they said a new game, so let me look in Stadia.
Well, there's been some news this week. I'll position this over in the same screen. Today there was a lot of hullabaloo on Twitter about this game because it's been cleared, and it actually said on Stadia now. Well, it isn't, but that's a fairly good indicator that it's on its way. Can you pronounce this? Katamari Damacy? What the heck is that? How do you pronounce that? Reroll.
I don't know, but it
Katamari,
sounds like,
I'm up with that one, but I don't know.
Sounds like calamari to me.
It does to me. But I tell you what, as this, fool, it doesn't look much like a game for me. Oh, Duncan says it's there, so we'll have a look.
Yay!
I did go to the store. I couldn't see it, but I will have a look because it's maybe just arrived. Right, I've got the store up, and I've searched for calamari. And
there it is. That's
a song, isn't it? Oh, there it is. It's right at the top. There we go. Look at that. Perfect.
So I guess you make a ball. You make a ball. Oh my God! Look at it. It's $9.89 over here in the USA. $9.89.
But that's interesting because that doesn't even work out. If we were doing a dollars versus GBP, we would be looking at about $7.50. But according to that previous screen, that was Steam, and it was $15.99. So it was 3 times the price over there than it is in the UK. So I'm assuming it's going to be similar for you. So we've got a deal going on here.
Yeah.
But what it did have, which was interesting, is it had a perfect score. You can see it.
Positive.
Very positive. Actually, I've for some reason I thought I'd pasted it in the right place, but I pasted it in the wrong place. Here we go. So there we go. It's just £5.27, and according to Steam, let's put a little play on here. It's very good. It's not subscribed.
そろそろ出発しますよ。はーい。
Hey, that's me and my little sister.
Yeah. Dominic, I thought Stadia games were always more expensive. Exactly, my friend. Proving the model wrong. I mean, that's pocket money. It's also, some might argue, potentially a future pro game. But at £5.27, that's a heck of a deal. Liz just spotted the dark rings on that for $11.99.
Feel like I'm at a carnival, man.
I know. What it looks weird. It looks weird from the stills, but it's
Wait a minute. Did you just say Darkwood?
dark wood. And
Darkwood?
Ray, how many times do you want me to say dark wood? I know exactly where we're going here. It ain't that kind of show. How many times have I got to tell you? What's your favorite French cloud gaming outfit?
What's my what?
Your favorite French cloud gaming outfit?
I have no idea.
Black Nut.
Oh no!
Can you play Darkwood on Black
No.
Nut? This is the question.
No, you guys stop it, guys. Come on.
It's not me. It's you.
It is. I know it's
I
late.
said
I
nothing.
know it's late in the UK, but it's only 9:06 a.m. over here. Okay, it's early.
We have an adult audience, and in any case, it's just innuendos. The word itself is an innuendo, isn't it? So, nothing wrong with that. Oh crikey! I had to look twice at what was. I was just having a look at the character behind the dude with the guitar, and if you squint, it's. I had to look twice there. Let's put a different screen. They've got some quite odd-looking characters.
Whoa! Hey, could you bring that back? I was just checking it out. Now let me stop. Oh my goodness!
You're so naughty. Oh dear. Nothing. William says there's nothing in my end. That's what I'm trying to say. An innuendo is an innuendo. That's the great thing about the word. Whoever came up with the word. Hat off. Tip of the hat to you, sir. People are seeing some great deals. We need to get down to the store and have a look and see what's cooking.
$14.99 for Darkwood.
$14.99. So yeah. So there you go. You see, that's the kind of price difference I'd expect between UK and US, which is why I'm baffled as to the difference between Katamari in the UK and the price in the US. Don't get me wrong, $10 is still a great deal, but it ain't, it's not a straight currency conversion, if you see my point, compared to the one that you just mentioned.
Right.
But that's it's okay.
KB says, really? Is that the future of gaming? So of course, you're always gonna get people that, they're like, I want more, please, sir. Can I have some more?
But I don't know that Stadia and cloud is the future of gaming. The games aren't themselves game changers. That's down to the studios. I mean, ultimately, you can build a massive office block, but you've got no control over who rents the space, right? So if you get old school businesses in there, you can't complain that they've called it a science building or a technology hub, because they don't have any control over who occupies the space. And what Stadia have done is they've built the science park, they've built the tech hub, but it's up to the developers and the studios as to what games they ultimately put in there. Stadia can't have a great control over that other than a quality threshold. That's all I'll say on that matter. So
Yes,
what deals have people been? Darkwood, there we go. So yeah, $11.99. That actually, I haven't played this one, Ray. Have you played it?
I almost got it. I think it was on. I think I could have got it on Epic. I think, and I did not. I said, I'm going to wait on it. See, that's another thing that there's like Dark Rider. I have never played Dark Riders except for the Dark Riders Genesis that was on Stadia. I never played, and I played that game. And I love that game. game.
Darksiders, yeah. What was the one? What was the? I said this the other day. What was the first one that came out? Darksiders on Stadia, because
it was Dark. I think Genesis. Darksiders Genesis.
Because I think that was the first one.
Well, see, that's the top. That's the top down.
Yeah, that's the one I bought. Yeah, because that was one of the first games I think I bought on Stadia.
Yeah, but and there's a little controversy with the porting of that, but I've never played the game, and I really love the game. Love playing that game. So
here we go. So in truth, that price $5.27 is a pro deal price, Ray. So the actual price to non-pro subscribers is $15.99, which is about $20, and that's on a par with Steam. So if you are a pro subscriber, you get something like a 70% discount
Yeah,
over what the kind of retail the price on
right,
other platforms is.
right.
That's not to be sniffed at.
Well, they got. I mean, what are they? They still have the 75% off sale,
Yeah, for the indie stuff,
and
which I don't know
yeah,
if that falls in there. I mean, it's Bandai, but I guess it could be an indie offshoot of Bandai. I don't know. They might just be the publisher of it. I don't. I know not the story. Of course, they've got the always present Ubisoft sales with Watch Dogs. You can always count on Ubisoft for a sale. That's what I say. They are indeed the DFS of gaming to my British friends. We all know what we're talking about here.
yeah,
I'm sure you guys, you probably have a business in the US, don't you, Ray? It's always got a permanent sale on.
all the time. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
And whenever you
Got a
go
lot.
past the store, there's always huge banners up, sale ends tomorrow, and tomorrow never comes.
The mall. Yeah, it's sad, but we have these huge malls and they're empty. They're empty.
Yeah,
You know.
you're so right. That is the sad. You know, I mean, we had a double whammy in this country
Uh,
because we've got both Brexit and COVID, and whatever your political beliefs, Brexit has had an impact, certainly on distribution of goods.
right.
So there are stores that they've got, they've just come through COVID, managing to just grip on with their nails, and then they get whacked by the inability to get their stock in.
Gotcha.
So yeah, but you're right. All that, and of course, it never really picked up after 2008 either, did it?
No,
So
you can actually walk in the mall and you can go, hello, hello, hello,
Mhm.
hello. It's like I mean,
It's such a
that's
shame.
how bad it is.
Yeah, it's such a shame. So James is asking, Brogo is asking, any news on Super Furry Animal Royale? Well, Ray is convinced there will be some news. We've not seen, sadly, as yet, we've not seen an update to the blog. Sometimes Chris does put something on Discord or in the community to say it's going to be a bit delayed, and I know you guys in the chat keep an eye out for me.
I've been refreshing and refreshing
Yeah,
too.
we ain't getting it, mate. I mean,
What? You didn't know we do a damn show?
they don't,
Rock,
do they?
it's the Rokk Reveal. We
They don't
reveal.
get it.
You know,
I do.
this week on Stadia.
Starting to think we should maybe put it 3 hours down the road. But the plan was always to go, let's have a look, here it is. And it was always around the same time. And then all of a sudden, whoops, now it's gone. Rokk, can you see Ubisoft rent their own server blades from Google? They don't need to pay 30% to Google. I don't know who they rent their it wouldn't be server blades anyway, it'd be a whole package. I don't know who they get it from, but there's a number of providers. Obviously, there's Amazon. IBM, believe it or not, are also one of the biggest providers of cloud services. Google actually, in fairness, were offering cloud gaming services way before they released Stadia. Stadia really was their attempt to kickstart the market like Tesla did with the electric car, and then he gave away all of his patents for free. Very clever move. So he starts a market and then he ignites it by giving away his patents. And we don't know what's going on behind the scenes. For all we know, Stadia may be doing something very similar. It may well be that, they're not necessarily charging what you think for getting people on board to get that market going.
And then,
So who knows? I don't know. But there's plenty of
gotta-
people out there offering it. Amazon's, I mean, there's also Microsoft Azure as well. We use Azure for pretty much all of our development.
Right.
So there's a number of big players, but there are only a few that have the points of presence around the world that you need to create the kind of environment for cloud gaming. So I don't know, Martin. You are.
Well, we got KB. Any idea on when Gen 2 is coming?
For all we know, it's there. We don't. They're never going to.
You know what?
Gen 2.
You might want to talk to Jim, and he might do something and bring it up. It's probably there. We just don't know.
We don't know. And truthfully, again, if you go back to the beginning of Stadia, they talked about how developers can harness multiple server blades to create, really high-end games, huge environments, and all the highest, latest tech. But we haven't seen much activity in that space. Most developers seem to not be using that opportunity or that option. So if they did, then I'm convinced that you would see that level of quality. And in any case, if most of the time all you're talking about is ray tracing, and that's just one facet of next gen, and there are still not a massive amount of games that have ray tracing. If you go to GeForce Now, which as we know uses the NVIDIA cards, has ray tracing, you can almost list the amount of games that have that option on a sheet of A4. So, is it necessary? Does it, not necessarily. You've had the kind of, I forget the name of it now, but there have been kind of the watery, reflective effects in games for many years. And Destiny doesn't have ray tracing, but if you run through Destiny on Stadia or on a PlayStation or on the Xbox, you will see reflections in the water. And the way you can tell it isn't ray tracing is if you move a character up and it disappears. But in the main, it's the same effect. Most people wouldn't notice the difference. 4K, you wouldn't notice the difference sat 10 feet from a TV. You will notice it sat next to a PC screen, so it's something you kind of need for PC gaming. So I wouldn't necessarily worry too much. You're not really missing out. The ultimate thing is latency, speed, no need to download your games, always updated without having to worry about it. How many times have you got to sit there on a new season of Destiny while your machine is updating, and then you've got to wait to get in, and none of that on Stadia. It's perfect. Gotcha. Ewan says, once Unreal Engine 5 gets to be used more, you'll see a lot of improvement in game graphics. Yeah, do you know, I was thinking the other day, Ray, a little concern of mine is whenever you throw open a game these days, it's either Unreal or Unity.
Right.
And I'm just worried about all the studios putting all their eggs into those baskets, and you end up with games that kind of have the same feel to them because they're using the same toolbox. If you go back a few years, studios would have using their own right. engines, and Amazon, of course, use their own engine. They have for New World and their other games, which is freely available in the same way that Unity is. You or I can go and download it tomorrow and
right.
use it to create our own games. So yeah, I'm just a little nervous.
I can tell you why. Things have changed. I mean, it's all about making that money, and they want to get the games out quicker. And if you notice, a lot of games are not optimized. A lot of games, there's games that are getting certified that have a lot of bugs in it. But and it's getting the game out the fastest.
Yeah, and if you're setting up a studio in Eastern Europe, where so much of the modern game development takes place, it's so much easier to advertise for people that are experienced with Unreal, for example, than it is to say, have you used this brand new engine that nobody's actually using yet? We need to get games out the door. So once you get that market domination, then you don't have to take so much to make an entry in the market. And talking of making an entry, why, look who's just arrived.
He was putting
by magic.
He was the sheep herder and getting them in the barn.
He was cutting the corn.
Well, there's some cows back there, so I had some other stuff going on the farm.
How the devil are you, sir?
How you doing, brother? Hey, did you see what came out?
I did not.
We got Darkwood. And
Ray's got Darkwood, apparently. I don't know what he means by this.
Right now, but when I get off this, my wife is off today, so we'll see later. But
I'm skip that conversation.
Darkwood, it's look at that. It's dropped down to $11.99 UK.
Well, like another horror game that I will not grace my channel with.
It's not. Oh my god! It's a top-down vet.
Yeah,
okay, that's a different story then. Okay, I can probably dive into that then.
It'll be okay. It'll be fine for you. Yeah. No, it's what's that? What's it? $14.99 in the States? Was it something like that?
Do you think Google is cooking an AI tool.
Well, actually, do you know, KB? Interesting, you should say that. Sorry to cover my friends up. Let me move them all off to the side here.
No, cover me.
I actually did. I did a video on my channel last year about the future of Stadia, and I do cover that off in there. And I know that before they started to rationalize back on their development, that was certainly something that was cooking. But I honestly don't know what's happened to that work, or whether it's ongoing development or it's been shelved. But they certainly were thinking of 4, 3, what? What up, Ray?
No, I was waiting till you get done. There was something on the news that I saw today that's interesting.
Oh, go on.
Well, they got humanoid This was on the news this morning. I was watching it with my wife. They have robots now. They're making robots that can read your face, and they can feel your how you are feeling, and reading brain waves and stuff. And I'm like, man, it's about to be like the Terminator movie, man.
What is this? These are like battle bots, are they?
No. These are actual robots.
Yeah.
And they had one guy sitting across from the robot, and the robot was reading his face expressions, knowing when you're sad, knowing that you're happy. I think so. And I'm like, dude, I'm telling you, man, they're asking for it. Okay,
have they not watched enough? Well, maybe it's gonna be. Well, maybe it won't be like Terminator. Maybe it'll be like that Robin Williams movie where he was a robot.
Which one was that?
Bicentennial.
Bison. Yeah.
See, maybe it'll be a nice one like that. I mean, I'm leaning more towards Terminator or iRobot, where everything takes over, and
Ray's
we have to, send Ray back in time to save the human race.
Ray's not convinced. He thinks we're heading for Armageddon.
We're having issues with the cars, the guys those cars that run by itself. You got guys sitting in the back seat, and they're like this while the cars are,
we got more problem with cars that don't drive
and
themselves.
They're crashing, folks. We've been having accidents. These damn cars been starting by itself and running into buildings and running into cars, and I don't know, man.
That's what happens when you're playing Madden in the back seat.
It's interesting because
car's driving for you.
Old Elon Musk Tesla. They're building a Tesla robot, and but the thing is, what's interesting is they're making it really light. And it isn't very strong. So if they suddenly blow a gasket and go berserk, you can just kind of punch it out.
But it's gonna shoot lasers out of its eyes.
Well, yeah, you got to dodge the lasers. You wouldn't want to buy it without lasers, Ray, would you? What would be the point?
It's like
why would you want a robot?
Shark. That's like buying a shark to have as a pet without lasers, where it can't shoot lasers.
Exactly. It should never be a thing. Who would ever want to buy a shark without lasers?
Right.
So, Vet, my good friend, Aaron, how has your week been?
Good, relaxing. I just spent time with family over the Labor Day weekend.
Oh, Labor Day, yeah.
I didn't really do any gaming. I watched a couple of people. I've watched a bunch of people still playing Siege because that's the thing until some of these other two. At least until 2 other games release, and then that'll probably be a thing of the past.
Have you been playing?
I went and visited my daughter in college for the weekend, and then just barbecue, grilling hot dogs and burgers yesterday, sitting outside. So it was nice.
So you haven't found it in your heart yet to try out kidneys or liver?
No, not yet. No,
yeah,
that's probably never going to be a thing. My
try
grandma tried to get me to do that when I was a kid, and it's just not going to happen.
My wife said she's going
to try it.
I told my wife that we were talking about liver. And she says, you know what? I'll just sneak it in a salad or something. You won't know the difference. Exactly.
There's the taste, mate. The texture of liver. It's absolutely stunning.
I've seen enough of that when I watched Indiana Jones. It never works out.
No, they don't have, monkeys don't have liver in their heads, Aaron. It's not
I'm just saying, the oddball foods I've seen when they're doing chilled monkey brains and stuff like that.
Would you eat bull balls?
Would I? What are they called? Prairie something, aren't they? What are they called? What's the name?
Rocky. Out here they're called Rocky. No, out here they're called Rocky. Rocky something. Why am I doing like
Rocky?
Why are you doing that?
Why is he doing that?
I don't know.
What's that all about?
I don't know. I don't know. You just said balls and I started clenching.
I'm not sure that I would eat Bull's dangly bits. Prairie oysters. Thank you, Clive. There you go. Clive knows. Oh, wrong one. There you go. Right. No, I don't know that I would try prairie oysters. But then again, if it came in a sausage skin and nobody told you what it was, you wouldn't know any different, would you? Other than it wasn't pork.
Well, my dad got me to eat a deer. Like he made a sausage, and my dad used to make his own sausage.
Rocky Mountain oysters
And deer. Yes, Rocky Mountain oysters.
It depends where you live.
Yes, yeah, and my dad got me to eat like deer. He did a deer sausage, and I was like, Dad, what meat is this?
Gorgeous. That's one of the nicest meats you can eat, particularly a wild deer. Because it doesn't have, it's got a beautiful taste. See, Aaron knows all about this because he goes a hunting at weekends.
Deer meat. Hey, I've had deer meat. I've had squirrel.
Have you had ostrich burgers?
So I've seen.
We have the fair out here, and they have. My wife dared me to get an ostrich burger, and I was like, no.
They farm them, don't they?
No.
We had a thing here. We had a thing in the UK last week about this rogue alpaca. It's like a llama thing that had tuberculosis or bovine tuberculosis, which is quite contagious. Yeah, they're not anything that's got bovine TB.
I think the worst that we had in the news lately is bears have been showing up in the cities, waltzing around.
What like big guys with beards? You mean?
No, like grizzly bears, mountain lions. They're just starting to show up in towns. Because I guess with
the fires,
I really don't know what the cause is. I just happened to read that there was a grizzly bear showed up at a McDonald's in the drive-through and just stood there.
Was he waiting for his order?
We have
day. Come on!
Like I would love to just be there to see like what's the reaction someone's gonna get. You open the drive-through window and you just see a bear.
No, we were stationed in Guam, and I got chased by a wild boar, and those things are mean. They're fast. Wild pigs. Oh my God!
I've been to a few parties with boars in, mate, and I couldn't wait to leave.
Yeah, Krampus knows what's going on. That drought in Minnesota's pushing like the black bears down to start hunting.
It's the
I mean, they're not like stealing kids like they do in California. Apparently,
no. They're eating. They're hungry over here. Yeah. We got mountain lions and bears, and they're hungry.
Cougars.
Just cook them some burgers and send them on their way.
I've been down to the malls and seen the cougars hanging out. You got to be watching out for them.
They're all over the Mall of America.
Yeah,
cougars are everywhere.
Having a shake, waiting for their daughters to come out of the soccer. I know what it's all about. The thing is, the grizzlies are the ones to watch, aren't they? Because the black bears, they're not too bad, but the grizzlies, they'll just swipe your head off like that.
If the cubs
with the sound too.
If you're near the cubs, the mama bear will rip your head off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you get that. You get that in some of the local council estates where I live. Some wild things going on down there.
Well, that's getting them wild memories too.
Yeah, look at that. Let's go back to his college years.
I used to manage a property that was across the street from Facebook, and we always saw foxes. And they're just beautiful animals. They're so.
You're
talking the animal.
Yeah. Where the fox at? Is that? I mean, foxes look the same in your country, don't they? As my country, little ginger-haired fellas.
Yeah, they're just.
There's no difference, is there?
So I drove a golf cart on the property.
Yeah.
And one actually came. I was like, oh, I was getting ready to take a picture of it. And then there was another one that came out, and then another one came out, and then they just took off, Some people try and domesticate these damn animals, man, like raccoons. You can't keep animals like that, man.
I know, but have you seen the state of these dogs that people have got now? They're like the size of a matchbox, and eyes, these massive eyes, and they just shake all the time like this. And you think, I don't know if that's a dog or a mouse or a hybrid or what the heck is that?
I just don't like when people like have their cats bald. I think that is the most meanest thing to do. You know,
and they take them for a walk on a leash.
Skin pussy is the just not right.
Oh, he's gone. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to apologize on behalf of Ray. He was sneaking that one in there. What does he like?
That's a skin cat.
I'm moving on
That's
quick.
not what you meant.
Yeah, we know where he was. Aaron, did you see this has gone live on Stadia today?
I did. I was my son, like I said, my son was in speech, so I was watching. I didn't have the sound on, but I did catch some of it.
What do you think? I was saying it looks dodgy. Well, that looks dodgy as anything.
I don't know.
But it's only like
I want to see somebody
$9.
stream it because I like the commentary for a game like that. You have to have some good commentary to go. Yeah, like really. Like, I just don't know.
I know.
I want to know who created the game. I want to see their picture because my mind is telling me you were on really good drugs or something to come up with the game.
100%. I mean, we've got Minecraft. There we go. I mean, the animations may not be the best, but the game is supposed to be really good. And look, it's 3 as well, so you can get away with really young ones playing it, which is cool.
Yeah.
So Spaceman's streamed it on the so you can see it on really weird, but it's kind of what's coming through on the user. Turn down the sound. Can you hear it? I didn't know I had the sound on.
Yeah, man, it is loud.
I can't hear it at all through my, so I have no idea that was coming through. Beg your pardon, folks.
Well, you know, with the game, we probably won't have any issues with this game.
You just have to go around and
certain other games
stick stuff to whatever it was. Look,
yeah, this just looks weird.
Yeah, Monty Python.
This is designed for a certain type of person, I feel like. But then again, you wouldn't be able to.
So Ninja Guy says it actually came out some time ago. But in fairness, it is re-rolled. I mean, that's why it's called Kitamari re-roll. And they do say that they've kind of upgraded the graphics and stuff. And talking of which, I played Myst the other day, Aaron.
Oh, how was that?
Ooh,
oh,
nice.
Well, I don't know if you've managed to play it at all yet, but
not yet.
I was knocked out because the original Myst, it's all static graphics and you just keep going from screen to screen. Now it's full 3D. You can walk around in the environment.
Oh, nice.
And great quality graphics as well. So all
did you try it at that place you were at? I saw your tweet with the Scorpion chair gaming chair.
Yeah, the esports.
Was that where you played Myst?
No, I didn't. I didn't see any games there at all.
Was that an awesome chair or what?
Yeah. Oh, it was awesome.
Yeah.
Did they give you one to take home for a trial base?
No, but I'm sure if I asked, they'd let me in. We talked about cloud gaming, by the way.
Oh, nice.
And they said that's very much part of the curriculum. They're fully behind, as we are, cloud gaming and the future of. They see very much the future of gaming as cloud. Obviously, this current generation is all about the PCs and the rigs and the speed and everything else. But they very much talk about cloud, and they do see that as the future of what they'll be offering. So definitely one to look out for. Yeah, that was good. I was encouraged by that. So yeah, that is an awesome chair. Although kind of reclined, you're back here, and I'd fall asleep. I'd be gone in no time. Do you want to see those pictures again? I can pull them back up if you want to see them, or did you get enough of it the first time around? There's only so many times I can show you the darn chair, but it's good. So Katamari Democracy, I'm going to call it because I don't know how you pronounce that. Re-roll. So it's an updated version of a game that came out some years ago. I don't know whether it's vastly different to what it was in the old days. But the key thing is it's now on Stadia. So you can get out there and play that one. And it may or may not become a pro game. It's at the price for a pro game. But it's the same price if you don't have pro as is on Steam. And if you do have pro, then it's an insanely cheap $5. I mean, what are we talking? A cup of coffee here for a game that's probably going to be, last you more than the 2 minutes of a cappuccino.
Don't judge a book by its cover, because you guys, it might look weird to us, but if you really get into it and you play it, it might be a lot of fun.
Totally. And I got a code the other day from I don't know what the name of the studio is now, but it was a game called Seventh Sector, and I will stream it because there's no NDA on it that I can see. It doesn't come out until Feb, so it's still got some stuff around that they need to fix. But I mean, it's a really interesting kind of puzzle game where you're firing like a beam of light down all of these cables that connect electric kit together in a sort of a cyberpunk 3D world, and you have to work out how to jump to the next cable, and then you realize you've got to go back up and dislodge a light fitting which drops down and gives you the cable that you can jump across. And really interesting game. So I'll be streaming that at some point just to show you. Now, what have you given me here, Vet? And should I open it?
It was Stadia posted a trailer on YouTube about half hour ago.
Okay.
So I don't know much about. I didn't watch all of it. I just happened to see it pop up.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, well, Stadia. We're talking Stadia. We may as well show a trailer.
Give it a go. Absolutely.
That they shared.
I did see some guys.
Why not?
I did see some guys in the chat mention that there was a Crater season pass, which is what this is all about. So
Crater
Neon Coast.
I don't know why it's fluffy and ugly looking, but it is a 1080p. So it'll come. They've been. I mean, what's great about Crater? Here we go.
Oh, there you go. Cleared up.
There we go. Yeah, they've been working really hard to keep those updates coming, and I'm guessing it's now on parity with the PC version as well. Do you guys know? Is it cross-play yet with PC? If you play a game or create a game, does it appear in the PC version?
I don't know.
No, I don't know. I mean,
this looks really nice, though.
It does look nice. Yeah. You could make your own wave break, couldn't you?
Oh, look at that.
I mean, this looks like it kind of reminds me of the PlayStation Home thing they had back on the PS3.
Yes.
That's what it kind of reminds me of, because it's like almost to me it looks like it's just this open world where you're getting to do all these different things. I mean, it's at the beach, but okay. Well, I don't know why they love Obviously, whoever made it loves North Carolina, because I happened to see that right at the end.
Wasn't that Outcasters at the end? Wasn't that one of the ice cream?
Ray, did you make this?
No, but
it definitely comes off like that style. Like it's just that open world area. So I mean, it looks really nice.
Oh, this is good. Caseball UK says yes, it is crossplay. That is awesome to find that out, because that means if you create a game, you're not only exposing it just purely to people on Stadia, but essentially who knows how many tens of thousands of PC owners and players as well.
It almost look like an upgraded Sims too.
Oh
like
my God, look at the water underneath.
Sims, you're adding all kinds of different gameplay style, from different aspects of games and merging them into one. But look, I mean, you could like float in a pool, play volleyball, beach ball, whatever. I mean, that is just phenomenal.
Watch the sunset.
But you
know, hang out over a fire with your friends.
If you've got any kind of ambition to be a game designer, get yourself into Crater and show the studios what you can do. Imagine that as part of your CV, as your resume, getting in touch with a studio and saying, I created this game, it's unique, I've used this platform, but as you'll see when you play it, the game itself has never been done anywhere else, and this is the kind of quality of stuff that I could do if I came and worked for you.
I mean, that's a huge thing. Like if whoever were the one that created like that whole thing, that coastal thing, That's a big thing. I mean, that looks amazing.
Yeah, it does look good. They're a good bunch as well. As you know, I I interviewed them as just before they launched Crater on Stadia, and they're very passionate about their product. It's good to see. This is definitely a dude from Outcasters.
And they do a lot for the community too. They do a lot for the community.
They do a lot. They absolutely. I mean, they invested a huge amount in encouraging people to use it, and they also, encouraging people of different ethnic backgrounds as well to get involved in developing, which was great to see. And I know, people like Bryant from the Nerf Report, who did some amazing stuff. Project Storm.
Wants some money.
They got cash.
Elma Jane, she won.
Yeah. I mean, and that's my point. If you've got any aspirations to get into game development, this is what a great way to start that playing with it, because it's all there for you. And if you really want to get into it, you can learn some quite deep level coding stuff and then move on to Unreal or any of the other those other big grown-up platforms. But this gets you started. It gets you cutting your teeth, working out what you can do. So yeah, that's cool. So presumably that is coming or is on Stadia today. The video said.
Yeah, I didn't see if it's alongside plenty of outfits. The created Neon Coast Battle Pass also offers a range of exclusive new emotes, music, makeup, and more free to unlock. It says check it out on Stadia.
Okay, so that's
so to me that tells me it's available.
Yeah. I'm sure it is. I'm just going to have a quick look and see. Because as Pro subscribers, of course, we've already got it claimed.
Right.
Add-ons for this game. Yeah, Neon Coast, £7.99.
I think they are releasing it tomorrow. I think.
It's there. It's there now.
Okay.
I will bring this up on screen so that you guys can see it. Here we go. Boop. Yeah. So you can purchase it now. £7.99.
And that looks so. It looks like that one looks like it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, that's cool. And as you say, you've got a shark in there as well. So a whole bunch of new assets. Let's see what it says. It wouldn't be a beach party without an ice cream seller, lifeguard, or even a mermaid. So show your friends who's the star of the party. Alongside plenty of outfits, the Neon Coast Battle Pass also offers a range of exclusive new emotes, music, makeup, and more for you to unlock. Gain XP as you complete creator challenges and earn tons of cosmetics as you progress through our Neon Coast.
It's Outcaster.
Okay,
it does give off that Outcaster vibe.
It's definitely there, isn't it? That's a good one.
They sold me on it. They sold me on it.
Yeah, it's that one game, and I don't even like calling it a game because it's a game development platform that has games in it. It's kind of unique, and it's the one application on Stadia that I've always wanted to just sit myself in a quiet corner and get my head into it big time.
What? They got Pinhead on Dead by Daylight. Oh my god.
Pinhead on Dead by Daylight. Didn't they just pull oh crikey, what's it called? The Upside Down Land on Netflix. They had a bunch of what's that program called, Aaron?
Facebook. Well, yeah, we know Facebook bought Kratos, so I could see them, but
yes,
I could see it coming to Oculus at some point. Which that's just another aspect, another way to expand, another area that you can create stuff.
That's got to happen, hasn't it? It's a good point, actually.
Think of this one, this Neon Coast in VR. How crazy would that be?
Oh yeah, it would be. It would be absolutely awesome. But you are right, though. It can only be a hop, skip, and a jump before we get Oculus options here for developing the stuff. Water looks good. I mean, they've always had water, but it looks like they've really perfected it now. Those reflections look really good.
Yeah.
And who's not a sucker for a rubber duck?
Yeah.
Stranger Things, thank you, Seb. You're absolutely right. Stranger Things. So they had that stuff just being pulled from the current version. Obviously, they've got a shelf life with the license, and now they're bringing out Pinhead. What was that film called?
Hellraiser.
Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ray.
Dead by Daylight has been constantly getting updates, though. That's like one of the few games that I'm always seeing something new coming to.
There's so many legendary monsters.
Exactly.
And Pinhead, oh my god!
But that is their business model, isn't it?
I
mean, they put that stuff out. It's
what I'm waiting. I'm surprised they haven't. When we will see them tap into like the classic, Frankenstein, Wolfman, some of these other guys. Because I mean, you could literally just open a book and just start every month. They could add a new monster every single month and just go on and on.
When was Ubisoft bringing out? They were going to be bringing something out with all the baddies, all the.
Ubisoft. Yeah, I remember reading about that. I don't remember. Yeah, it was supposed to be like. It was like all of the monsters. It was because they were going to do that in the theaters. They were trying to. At one point, I know Hollywood was talking about doing. Kind of like how you have DC, you have the DC universe, you have Marvel universe. They were going to do the same thing, but with all of the monsters, whole, with Frankenstein and all of those guys, and just roll it into one. But I don't think it ever got anywhere with that. But gaming would be amazing to do something like that.
They definitely talked about it. They were going to have the guys from Far Cry. What's that fella called from Far Cry 5, Ray?
Yeah. That one. Yeah.
Joseph Seed.
But they were going to have the guy from. Weren't they pulling them from all of the Far Cry? Well,
at least the Far Cry.
I know. I remember seeing the bad guys from Far Cry 3 was in it.
Cheers, Martin. Take care, my friend. Yeah, no,
I didn't play enough of 4 to really get acquainted with that bad guy, but obviously I spent tons of time in 5, so we all know the Seed family.
Yeah. Chat. What was that called? What was this game? I got a feeling it was. I think it was actually an add-on for Far Cry 6.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I think it was.
So it won't come out until at least, October whenever. October 6th, is it, that Far Cry 6 is coming out? I forget now. Early October. So it'll probably, as we know, the model with Ubisoft Plus is they've got to keep you playing. And I think I mentioned on Retro or one of my other recent conversations, I worked out it's probably about 6 months. They need to get you to play the game for 6 months, because that's if you're paying your whatever it is, $12 to $15 a month, then after 6 months you've paid for that game and they've still got your money. So they need to stretch these games for several months.
The article here, I got the article. It's going to be a villains DLC, is what they're going to allow you to play. They announced it at the E3 was when they announced it at their Ubisoft. You'll get to play as the villains from Far Cry 3, 4, and 5.
Awesome. Yeah. And that's going to be, so, I mean, add a guess, what do you reckon, 3 months after the launch of Far Cry? So it's going to be a holiday season thing?
Probably, because the way what I'm reading, what it said they were going to do it as, it's going to be a season pass, and it's 3 episodes. Each of the season passes, 3 episodes will focus on a different villain. The first being Voss, the second being Pagan, and the players will delve into the minds of these infamous antagonists, uncover their backstories, battle their inner demons, and reunite with familiar faces in a brand new gameplay experience inspired by the roguelite genre, in which players will have to become strong enough to survive multiple levels of the villain's psyche.
Yeah.
We also have a multiplayer game with the Village is supposed to be coming out as well.
Okay. And that one, because of course that's on Stadia, so you'd expect that to come out. There have been updates to the Village over the last month or two, but I think they're just kind of quality of life, bug fixy type stuff. I don't think they've added anything new to the game, have they, Ray?
No, it's just the multiverse, I think is what it's called, and it's supposed to be coming out sometime. It got pushed back.
Yeah, but it's all going to kick off from next month, as we say. We've got Far Cry 6, and everything is converging in Feb, which is
reverse. Thank you.
Reverse, yeah. So we've got in Feb, we've got Horizon Zero Dawn. We've got the big new Destiny upgrade, The Witcher Queen. I know there's at least one other big title that's dropping in Feb. Because of course they don't want to release it in January because they've just got their new games over Christmas, or they've spent all their money, one of the two. So they need to.
Looks like there's also going to be another. I'm assuming it'll come to Stadia as well, but Marvel's Avengers players will be able to claim a limited time bundle during the 1 year anniversary event, which I forgot that it's already been a year.
Just finished all
It's live until September 9th, so it includes the Iron Alloy outfit for Iron Man, along with a Black Panther nameplate and a handful of boosts.
Is that
but another, they've got another event coming up, revealing a second roadmap this week that they're planning on to showcase and to pretty much go over what to expect.
Is that the Suns? Oh, hello. Look at that. They've got a dodgy link. Is that the... I noticed I was flicking through something earlier. It might have been YouTube. And there was like Marvel's Suns or something. And there were all the kind of... all these guys, Iron Man and stuff, in these gold glowing kit. Is that anything to do with that?
No. That's a new Marvel game that's going to be coming out.
Oh, is it?
At some point.
Like, is that next year? One of these free-to-play MMO things?
I don't know if it's going to be free-to-play. I know. So the Marvel's Avengers, their roadmap, their updated roadmap, they're actually announcing that tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
So they'll be, I think, going over possibly the Spider-Man content, but I don't know what else they've got planned. But they're going to be discussing a lot of this stuff tomorrow. I'm just not sure. It says, updated roadmap September 8th.
Because Spider-Man is so long overdue, isn't it? I mean, all those guys that bought Marvel Avengers on PlayStation.
But what they're saying, it's a state of the game blog. What they're saying is, let's see, in addition to our updated roadmap, we want to offer additional insight into what we have planned moving forward. Our state of the game blog will reflect on year one, in addition to sharing our plans for the future with you. Look out for it on September 8th as well. It sounds like it's going to be a huge day. So they're pretty much going to be showing what the community can expect throughout the final months of 2021 and a sneak peek of what could be planned to come next year. So they're going to show previews of both content changes, additions, and some additional playable hero information for the coming year. So they're saying, and that, so I would say if anybody that is into the Marvel stuff, stay tuned for tomorrow, because that should be a pretty big thing to get announced.
Because Spider-Man and I share a career in common, Aaron. I don't know if you knew this. We're both friendly, we're local friendly neighborhood web guys, you see.
I thought I'd seen you swinging around New York City a couple of times.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I like to go swinging. No, it's I love Spider-Man. Has always been my favorite. Spider-Man and Superman have always been my favorite superhero characters. So I'm looking forward. But like you were saying, Sony own it now. Sony owns Spider-Man, don't they? So
so
it kind of is.
If it comes to the platform, when they release that content, it's going to be PlayStation only that gets. They'll be the only ones that get. Unless there's some deal worked out with Sony, I don't see it coming. Spider-Man coming to any of the other, like PC or Stadia, and any of those other ones. I don't know. I mean,
well,
it'll be interesting to see how they work, how they're able to, because I could see backlash if it doesn't come to, if it's an exclusivity thing.
No, that's a very good point.
It's Sony, so who knows?
Just give us. It's probably not going to be equivalent to Spider-Man, but give us another damn character. Doctor Strange.
Well,
I don't know, the Scarlet Witch.
I thought they weren't doing a Doctor Strange update. Or did I? Or was that a film I've seen advertised? I don't know. I'm getting old, Ray.
Well,
all my media mixes together.
No, well, if you might be thinking of that new Marvel game that's coming out, because that one had Doctor Strange in it.
Yeah, I think I was.
Along with Wolverine and a bunch of other
in
characters.
the next Spider-Man movie too, Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's Dominic Cumberbatch, isn't it? That does. Yeah. I love his fan club that the women call themselves Cumber Bitches.
Oh my God.
He is such an amazing actor, Dominic. It is Dominic, isn't it? Because I get his name wrong. It probably isn't Dominic. It's probably Benedict or something like that. I get them wrong all the time. But he is an amazing actor. I love Sherlock. That's such
I think he did a perfect Doctor Strange. I didn't think that it would have been pulled off, but I thought he did a great job.
Yeah, he is awesome. Aaron, is it Dominic or Benedict Cumberbatch?
I don't know. Asking me.
I get it wrong all the time. I know. My daughters are always telling me off. It's not Dominic, it's Philip.
I don't know. It's Doctor Strange. That's what it is.
Doctor Strange is so easy. Benedict,
it doesn't matter what his real name is.
I knew I'd get it wrong.
Doctor Strange.
I knew I'd get it wrong. I was with a man today, and he's probably listening to this now, a really nice guy who is essentially heading up the Esports Academy, and he has the best surname ever, Lestrange.
What?
No, really? He was a doctor. Dr. Lestrange. Imagine that. That would be amazing.
Cumberbatch. Benedict Cumberbatch.
Cumberbatch. It's Cumber in this case.
You gotta emphasize the B, Ray.
B, yeah, Cumberbatch. Benedict. And wouldn't it be amazing if his middle name was Arnold? I don't think it is, but that would be cool. So we didn't get a blog, chaps, after all.
Cumberbatch. Wow.
Cumberbatch.
Well, you know what? You know the blog's going to show up as soon as you hit the end button. That's when they're going to be like, all right, guys, they're done. They're done.
Hold
Flip the switch.
Hold on. Okay, the credits are coming up. The credits are coming. All right, now.
They've got to have somebody that watches to make sure we're done, and then they throw it out there.
But they look, apart from the Ark, which we didn't get, we're pretty good at guessing this stuff, aren't we? You know, in the weeks gone past where they've not launched at the same time, we've typically covered it.
Game would be Ark. They got.
I know. I called that. I said they were gonna because that was the most. I mean, that was the most requested game that everybody had been wanting. Every time.
Do we go there, guys? Do we go there in the last few minutes of the show? Do we go there? Your experiences?
I haven't played it. I tried briefly, but I don't have the patience for that game. A dinosaur chased me. I got chased by a stegosaurus. It threw me into the water and then followed me in the water and then stabbed me to death. So then I quit.
If you like, there's a lot of people. You know, the game. I mean, let's keep it real. It was not optimized, not that great, and so. Yeah. But I'm enjoying. I hopped in with Meg and Jim, joined the tribe. Training dinosaurs, helping crafting stuff.
It's fun to watch. For me, it's fun to watch. I don't have the patience for the game.
But see, I love dinosaurs. I used to go to the museum and look at dinosaurs. It's really cool.
Okay, part of why and I will say part of why the stegosaurus attacked me was I may or may not have punched it like 3 times and then tried to run.
Yeah.
I may have forgot that part.
But you know what? I'm going to tell you, there's a hidden gem, got Legends of Keepers. Okay. Looks like an old kind of retro. It is a very fun game. Very fun. I'm actually streaming that tonight, folks.
Have you tried Darksiders yet, Ray?
Yes, I have. Yeah. I'm like, I should have. And that's the one thing I like about Stadia, because there's Darkwood. And there's games like that I have not played, and I can play it on the cloud. I don't have to worry about. I mean, I know some people are like, oh my god, that game's been out for. I haven't played it. It is new to me, just like Dark Riders.
The thing is, it doesn't matter how old a game is.
I've been calling Dark Riders. It's Darksiders.
But what I'm getting at is, like, I know that's the big thing is everybody. It doesn't matter whether it's Stadia or any platform. Yeah. If it's an old game coming, I'm like, but how many old games have you played? Every single game out there? Seriously, I want to know how many people have literally played every single game to get. If you have, then you are justified in saying that it's an old game because you played it. But the general population has not played every single game known to man. That's impossible.
So, Rokk, on Legends of Keepers,
yep,
you got some people trying to take the treasure. So what you do, you get your warriors and you set them up in one room. Then you set traps in another room. Then you set more warriors. And it's like a RPG turn-based. They try and kill you, you try and kill them. Their goal is to get the treasure towards the end, but you have what is a dungeon master.
That retro style.
It is
you're right.
Really fun. I was like, at first I was like, okay, what is this? And then as I started playing, I was like, oh my god!
You know
and
what?
you can level up your characters. You can give them certain powers and potions. This game is really fun.
It kind of reminds me of like the old DOS games that were similar to this style.
Yeah.
But,
Eye of the Beholder. I think there was a DOS game called Eye of the Beholder.
I remember that. I remember Eye of the Beholder.
And this style of gameplay is what it reminds me of.
So when you say you've got other people, do you mean is it a live game with other real people playing in the world, or just you in the game?
Well, right now it's just me. So you see, you got your 3 guys that you pick the best warriors to defend that certain room against the other defenders on the left side there.
Right.
And so they strike, then it's your turn to strike, and you have to. You can use your certain powers, certain swords and weapons and stuff to kind of take them out.
Right.
So
kind of Baldur's Gate meets
Does
Orcs.
it support multiplayer?
That's what I was asking.
You know what?
Does it support multiplayer?
I have to, honestly, I got to go and check. I've only done single player.
Okay. Let's see what it
I
says.
love the traps. We can go in and see. I love setting up the traps. They got some really cool traps.
Single player.
That's disappointing.
For all the single ladies.
This looks like it would be a fun one if it had like a multiplayer. That I think that would have been kind of cool. I don't know how it would work with this style,
that's what
but
I was thinking, Aaron, because you kind of you've got that sort of Destiny Gambit meets Baldur's Gate meets Orcs.
That's another one I was thinking of.
Yeah, that would be cool. With that kind of retro 8-bit look as well.
Right.
So what time are you streaming this one, Ray? In
10
Universal
PM
Time.
Pacific time, UK time, it'd be 6 in the morning. So you guys waking up. I streamed last night, man. Most of the people in my chat was.
I've got to get back in the habit of waking up to you, Ray, because I very often dream about you.
Sleep, man.
Oh yeah,
get your beauty sleep.
Yeah, I think I dreamed about you last night, Ray. If I'm honest.
What?
Well, I do. What? You figure large.
I gotta replay this, man.
No, we did. And actually, before I say anything else as well, I just want to send some love vibes out to my friend Brandon, who unfortunately lost someone very close to him yesterday. So thinking of you, my friend, and hope you're managing to stay together. And I'll see you soon. Bless him. But no, I did. I had you in my dreams. I often do. I think you remind me of someone just warm and cuddly. And I like to go to sleep with you in my head.
Oh man!
But I do like to wake up.
I wish Microsoft a Microsoft game that they own that I would love to see them, because we all know Microsoft is super friendly when it comes to being an open environment and getting their stuff everywhere. Would be Flight Simulator. I would love to see them just throw
Work harder, kill harder.
that game out into the open and be like, everybody can have access. If they charged, I'd spend money. If it was available on every platform, I would totally pay for it.
But wouldn't it be cool if they did like you can literally learn how to fly. But wouldn't it be good if it was an arcade version? Cheers, Seb. Just an arcade version, by which I mean simple controls to do simple stuff, and just get out there and do the fly pasts over the Statue of Liberty around Ray's house and stuff like that. Hold your head What's up? Oh, it's loud. I'm sorry.
Congrats!
I can't hear it. Look, you need to tell me, guys.
The chat is telling you.
I didn't tell me 10 minutes in. I can't hear it. I don't know why.
I know,
I'm not
they
hearing
wait
it.
till literally the trailer's almost over, and then hey, the sound's on.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't care if this was over. You're going to watch it.
It's worse than that. It's worse than that. We get a copyright strike now. And but I don't care.
I know that most games are not supported with when it comes to Microsoft stuff. I just was saying Flight Simulator would be one of those that Microsoft could make a killing off of by allowing it to go to cloud platforms.
Yeah, I agree.
Just
and I was saying
what they added. Like I got an alert from them today. They just updated another world update that's free, and they added Austria, Germany, and Switzerland.
Wow.
To it now, and I'm like that is one game in particular that if you could figure a way to get it to run in the cloud, and Microsoft I'm sure could find a way to do it.
Yep.
Test it out on xCloud. I don't care, but if you could do that, allow it to go to other platforms, charge $60 for it. You know darn well if Flight Simulator came to Stadia at $60, people would buy it. I'm sure that would be a hot one that people would buy to play.
But yeah, and I was saying that if you had for me, it's so complicated. There's literally like an hour plus of tutorials before. Yeah. Whereas if they just said arcade mode, you just let the thing I know it's got autopilot and stuff, but you still kind of have to get off the ground and then do all the fly past stuff, going through Statue of Liberty and around Ray's house. And
yeah, they're That would put the drone up. We can go down.
That would have the plane just crash my house.
I would love
to see a flight Lee called me a rat, folks.
I did wonder what.
I was like,
"What's a rat here?"
But either that or there were older games back in the day that I would love to see come to cloud. Like Red Baron was one of those flight games. It was an old DOS game, but it was fantastic. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I remember playing. And there were just so many of those flight style games that I remember that I would love to see available in the cloud.
My brother was a helicopter pilot in Florida. He used to train. He actually trained helicopter pilots out of Florida. And lived there for a number of years.
My cousin, that was where my cousin was stationed initially in the Air Force when he was learning, when he was finishing up his training stuff. Wow. But he was stationed there for a while because he flew he was one of the ones that flew the jets that in the midair to refuel.
Oh, they're massive, those things.
Yeah, he flew those. He was one of the ones I was like,
with the umbilical cord flapping around behind, and they have to link them up. And
yeah.
Wow. I mean, it's a Bond running along the cable. Amazing stuff.
PS Now has Ace Combat 7. That one's actually I've had a lot of fun with that one.
Good. Yeah. There's some good flight games.
I get dizzy with the flights, man.
With
the jets,
because you're old.
F-17s. I can't handle that. All that. And I probably, if I was in a jet plane, I'd probably throw up. I don't like heights and speed. Yeah,
fair enough. That's fair enough. Gentlemen, we have outstayed our welcome. I think it's probably time that we...
Yeah, because they got to put the blog on, so we got to get out.
Yeah, exactly. They're waiting for us to go so they can publish the blog. It's so true. Let's get rid of this beautiful fellow. There he goes. Bring our even more beautiful fellows up to the screen. Look at these gorgeous men.
Got Ray's messy background and my beautiful blue sky.
What do you mean messy background?
Well, we're actually seeing more of Ray today than we normally see. And
I know he must have
very
got that chair.
Handsome fellow that he is.
Short.
No, get out of here. We do nothing but praise you here, my friend.
Gotta get a new print. I'm sending you a picture, Rod. We're doing another new picture.
I need to do one, don't I? What could we do? What could we do for Vet? I don't know. We'll have to come up with something, but we will do. Oh dear, guys, it's been so much fun. Let me do a quick round robin of what you fellas are up to. Let's start with you, Aaron. So we knew what you did up until today. What are you doing for the rest of the week?
I don't know yet. I got. I'm gonna probably do. I've got an NVIDIA Shield TV Pro that is getting delivered today, so I may do that as an unboxing.
Nice.
And somehow finagle, since I have multiple cameras, I have two. webcams. I'll probably have one aimed at the TV and then my normal one. That way I can actually show it as I'm hooking everything up and doing all that.
Sweet.
Game wise, I don't know yet. I've got too many games to choose from the sheer amount of platforms. So it's just a matter of figuring out what I just want to play, and then I'll throw the create the link and tweet it out. So
awesome. When did you get that? Has it come, the box? Has it arrived, or
it'll be here today? It's out for delivery, so it'll probably be, if I do that video, it'll be up later today.
They love you, but they stopped loving me after the one stream that I did. That was they don't shower me with anything. I don't even get showered with emails. I've shifted away from streaming a lot of Stadia. I still play it all the time. And I jump in with everybody that invites me. I don't get a lot of invites anymore for some weird reason. I don't understand why. I've had a lot of fun with the games on GeForce Now. So that's where you guys will find me, or I might pop in the Old West and kill everybody. You can pretty much count on one hand now the channels that are exclusively Stadia. Obviously, Lee and Emma.
That's where I go. My go-to for that content is Lee, because between just watching the especially the Friday nights, that's my fun one to watch, because there's always something crazy is going to happen. If something doesn't crazy happen on Lee's Friday night show, then there's usually a problem.
Stadia Pro Gaming said, "Don't forget about me."
Oh, well, absolutely, William. Why would we forget?
Emma, I don't know. I may miss that show.
The fact that the retro review's got nothing to do with Stadia has nothing to do with it. No, I've said it a million times, and I mean it as well. What Lee has done with the Friday night late slot is brilliant, and he keeps innovating. And that was where I just couldn't keep up with it in the end. I'm so glad that someone else has taken that slot and done a brilliant job with it, and he's on the road to 1K now as well. So folks, if you haven't,
when he hits 1K, he's doing a 48-hour stream, right?
Well, I ain't going to be in it.
I did a 24-hour stream with him and I almost died. So
yeah. And Codex, of course, Dave, he does pretty much exclusively.
Emma, I did. That was well, Lee told me to.
Well, yeah,
Lee told me I did my birthday stream. Lee told me to shoot Emma, and I actually invited Unitrix into the game, and then I killed him with a bow and arrow, and then I shot Emma and killed her.
That's what it's all about, my friend. It's about them chuckles.
It was all in good fun.
It's all about them chuckles. Now look at this. Lee is at 950 subs.
That is.
All right, now get over there. Look. Who isn't in the chat already a sub? Lee is a legend. But invite your family, invite your friends, get over there. He's going to strip naked and dance around with a feather out his bottom when he gets to 1,000. This is what I've been told.
Oh, my.
This is what I've heard on the grapevine. So that's got to be worth 50 subs. I might just set 50 accounts up and do it for him. Bless him. He deserves it. And my other very good friend, Raymondo, from down there in San Francisco. What do you got coming up, my friend? Well, we know what you're doing at 6 o'clock my time in the morning. I'll be there.
Yeah, I'm going to be streaming Legends of the Keepers. And, Vet, I just want to remind you, we do have a football draft today.
Yes, I know.
I'm gonna show some guys how to draft.
Did you see my logo though? Did you see what the logo?
Yeah, I saw your controversial logo, and I'm not even gonna mention it on the show. But anyway,
is it rude?
Yeah, it's very rude.
Is not.
Boys, what have I got to do? I've been trying to learn you.
So yes, we have a Stadia fantasy football league, and we're doing the draft today. That's gonna be fun. And then tomorrow I do Cloud Station TV with Vet, Dr. Spaceman, and JD. That's going to be fun. We also got a certain event coming up on Thursday. And then
PlayStation?
Guys, yes.
Yeah. I just need to know. I don't know what you mean by the whispering. I don't
want to say anything.
Well, and there is some news for those that need to tune into Cloud Station TV. We do have some news that'll be transpiring in the near future as well. That I'm not at privilege to say yet, but it's in the works.
I know.
Ray knows what it is.
Yeah. And then, guys, just I'll probably also, on Twitter, I always put out what I'm going to be doing next, and then I'm in the chats and I'm watching and lurking. And thank you for watching us today.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you so much. As for me, well, how long have we got? I'll be back on this show next Tuesday. That's it. Actually, I might also be taking part in a thing on Thursday. I don't know if you and I, Ray, are in the same one, but I've been invited on. As long as I've got the space. I'm not sure at the moment I'm available, but I'm hoping I will be. So I'll be doing that. There is talk of a Destiny raid this coming Saturday. And I might stream that. I'm not sure yet. If I can I've got to get the guys together, and I've got a rugby game. Not in it. I'm watching it on Saturday, so I'm not sure about the timings. But those, you know me, Mr. Casual. I will be doing this next Tuesday. That's all I can guarantee. The rest of it, consider it a pick and mix. You put your hand in the barrel, you pull out a toy, and it might be me, and it might not be me. Gentlemen, I'm waffling, and that's always a good time to move on. Thank you so much, as always. You are awesome. Unfortunately, John did send a message just before the show to say that he may not make it. He had some business to take care of, which is fine. But I'm sure he'll be with us again next Tuesday. So I hope he's good, and obviously get over to Four Scar Gaming and give the man all your love and support. He's just come back in. Dave, we just want to big you up, my friend, because you, of course, are one of those that pretty much exclusively does Stadia. And so people, if you're not, get over to Dave's channel and sub and like his stuff, because he is an awesome content creator. That's it for us. We are done. We're blogless again as ever. We are,
and
we get
now
jilted every week.
Google Stadia, you can
press
add the blog now.
The minute I hit the end titles, you know it's coming, don't you?
Yeah.
What the heck, guys? Love you to pieces. Have a great week. Say goodbye to everybody.
Bye.
See you guys.
Be safe out there.